What am I gonna do with my new Ferrari? I'm just kidding, I don't have a new Ferrari. This video will be about how do musicians make money and what it takes to be able to earn a living in this career. Earlier today, I was watching a video from Warren Hewart, who over at Produce Like a Pro, which I emailed him a while back and I never heard anything from him. Anyway, he was talking about how to make money in the music industry, and he touched on a lot of really good points, but there were a few things that he also missed. Like, he didn't necessarily point out how to connect an artist or a band to some of the fields that he was referencing, or how to get into those fields. But he mentioned royalty payments. Now, for those of you who don't know what a royalty payment is, that's when an artist gets a cut or a percentage of their music when it's played on radio or a commercial, or the percentage of sales from iTunes or streams on Spotify or Google Play, stuff like that. That is a royalty. Whenever you buy an album on iTunes, a large portion of that goes to iTunes. Some distribution companies take a cut from that. Some of them, like DistroKid, which is what I use, you pay a flat rate a year and they don't take a distribution cut or a percentage. And that's really nice. I really like DistroKid. I've talked with them a few times and they're always super responsive and super helpful. But an issue with royalty payments is they are generally very, very small, especially if you're an emerging artist or an artist trying to do it in today's industry. You didn't establish yourself in the 90s and early 2000s. A lot of musicians now are turning to YouTube to try to get their foot in the door or try to build a platform on which they can sustain a career, like what I'm doing. I'm trying to establish something more concrete with Stenosis on YouTube and further a brand so that in the future I can expand, I can do new things, I can create more content and more avenues for you guys, because to me it's a symbiotic relationship. I'm not doing this to get rich, and we'll touch on actually how much money I have made since I've started Stenosis. But my goal with this is to create, like I said, a symbiotic relationship, a situation where I am able to live my dreams and do what I want, and in turn bring a quality piece of content to you guys, the fans, and also help to inspire other musicians to want to do that as well. The harsh reality is people are not buying albums or music nearly as much as they used to. The majority of music is ripped off the internet or somehow downloaded, and people aren't paying for it. And at some point in society, I don't exactly know when, but there's been this transition where consumers expect more and more for free. And that's extremely difficult to an artist or a person in the creative spectrum, because now you're seeing two different ends of the spectrum. People are expecting music for free for the most part. And also in the art spectrum, you get painters. And I have seen painters who can no longer afford to do it because nobody's buying their paintings, because they want the paintings for far less than the time and the materials it took to create it. And then you also have painters or sketchers or even musicians who put an asinine price on their product to try to make up for the gap in sales, which that's obviously not going to work. So it's difficult to figure out how to do this for a living. It's difficult to find that area where you can sit comfortably, pay your bills, and continue to create a product for the people who support you. The days of being Nickelback or being Metallica or Foo Fighters or whatever huge band, Garth Brooks, I think those days are over. You're seeing significantly more artists and bands, but the popularity is significantly less because it's oversaturated. And with more music coming out, that then creates less payment for each artist, because now consumers have more artists to pick from and they're going to pay for the most popular people first. Typically there are some people who go for the underground artists, and that's great. That's wonderful. Those are the people who will help stem the next resurgence in music or the next resurgence in creative art and independent development. But it's extremely difficult whenever, as an artist or as a musician, you make nearly nothing for the work that you put into it. People are spending less on creative mediums. So where's the relationship overlap? Where do we come together on this? I released Scream Therapy in the winter of 2015, I think. Yeah, it was November of 2015. And I can't remember how many albums I sold in the first 6 months to a year. I noticed that sales were quite low, and I wanted to get the album out to more people. So I posted a thing on Instagram saying that I was giving away the album for free to the first 5 people who messaged me. Granted, I had not sold that many albums up until this point. And as soon as I said I was giving it away for free to the first 5 people who messaged me, I got 23 messages in 30 minutes. And as soon as that promotion was done and the album was for sale again, no sales. That's the hard line that we have to figure out in this new era of the music industry. What do? You give something away for free and people will flock to it, but you can't pay your bills off of free, or you can't further your brand off of free. You can't pay for advertising off of free. And with Facebook, you have to pay to get your page posts viewed by the people who already like your page. Album sales were extremely low. Gave away the album for free, 23 messages in 30 minutes. That ended album sales back to nothing. And I released Rot on December 13th, 2016. And to date, to the day I'm filming this video, in April of 2017, if we take Scream Therapy and Rock, combine them together in album sales, streaming royalties, royalties from iTunes, Google Play, all the money that has come in from both albums in 2 years, or a year and a half, I have made a total of under $500. Let that soak in. Mind you, I worked on Scream Therapy for 3 years. Actually, some of the material on Scream Therapy I had worked on for about 8 years. And to date, I've made under $500 total. In merchandise sales, I have personally made under $40. Now that can be extremely difficult because I want to bring this content to the fans and I want to grow as an artist. You know, I would love to play live and I would love to have more opportunities to further Stenosis so that I can bring a better and more advanced piece of content to you guys. But it is extremely hard because everything does take money, especially in this industry. But in this industry, the income is significantly lower than what it takes to advance. Now, having said that, there are ways that you can really help to promote and support the artists that you believe in without spending money. I understand completely that times are tough. The economy is still horrible. Prices are high, pay is extremely low, and jobs are far from plentiful. I completely understand this and I sympathize with all of you. I really do. I have friends who have bachelor's degrees who can't find a job anywhere. I get that the economy's bad and not everybody can afford to pay for an album that's $5 to sometimes $15. And if you're buying a physical copy, those prices have went up dramatically. And if you're buying vinyl, I mean, you're looking at $50. So I completely get not being able to afford an album or having to allocate your funds elsewhere in life. That's totally okay. There are ways that you can help support the artists that you believe in, whether it be me or somebody else, without having to buy the album or pay for their merchandise. So how can you do that? Well, one of the biggest ways, if your artist is on YouTube, is simply to like and share their videos. It's completely free to do it, and you're helping us as creators to extend our reach, and you're allowing us to not be held down by Facebook or Instagram in the way of us having to pay a large sum of money just to get our posts out there. If you like and share the videos, that's huge. You're helping the artist so much just by doing that. Like I said, it's completely free to do so, and the effects are just massive. So be sure to do that. If you have an artist that you believe in and an artist that you like who is stuck or is in that gap of having crossed over the line of being able to do it and earn a living from it to bring more content and better content, more opportunities to the fans, share and like the videos that they create, and you'll be helping them way more than buying an album. Helping to further someone's brand or helping to bring their brand to other people is the biggest help that you can do to an artist. It is way better than buying one album. Both are massively appreciated. Everybody who buys one of my albums, I am eternally grateful. I really am. And it is exactly the same to everybody who likes and shares my videos to help me grow what I'm trying to create here. And with that, another thing that you can do, if you listen to the radio in your car or you listen to radio at home or wherever, if you share a musician's song that you really like listening to on YouTube, share the link on Facebook or on Twitter and you tag your favorite radio station, that goes to show that radio station that there's interest in that artist. And it can help get that artist on that radio station to bring the music to more ears. And now mind you, musicians notice whenever people share their stuff, and it really means a lot. I know I notice whenever I see people sharing my music. I mean, it's beyond words. The people who are helping me, as I said, I'm eternally grateful for that. This is an adventure that we're in together. I'm not doing this just for me. I'm doing this to create a community, to create a new world in the music industry where a musician can make a living and live their dreams and do what they want and bring their fan base with them. That's where I think the disconnect is. I'm not doing this for me in hopes that people just support me. I want this to be a community, a world around music and reinventing a broken system. So there's that way. Liking and sharing the videos and also tagging your radio station in those shares that you're doing. You don't have to tag the radio station, but it can really help. Another program that artists and a lot of YouTubers in general do this is an Amazon affiliate program or Amazon associate. Now there's a common misconception that you have to buy the product that the link is linked to in order to support the artist. Well, that's not true. What you can do is click through to the links. If you're going to shop on Amazon and you take the time to go to your artist's website or go to their YouTube and look in the description if they have the Amazon affiliate links. I have them in all my descriptions now because now Amazon has taken me on as an affiliate. If you go through and click on the links and shop in Amazon and buy whatever you were going to buy, you don't even have to buy what that link led you to. But if you're going to go to Amazon and you want to buy a book or you want to buy a DVD or a shirt or whatever, and you go through the link that an Amazon affiliate has, or musician and YouTube, then that also helps that artist or that creator just by you using their link to visit Amazon. You're not paying any more. There's not a percentage of the sale that is increased for your total to go to the artist. It's all the exact same price. The artist just receives a percentage of the final sale that you would have paid to Amazon, but instead it goes to the artist. So it's mutually beneficial for the consumer and for the artist. You're just taking the time to go through a link that we create to any one of our products and then continuing shopping while you're in Amazon. So for example, if you go and you click on my link to the strings that I use, that'll take you to Amazon and then the strings will pop up. We'll just go to the Amazon search and type in whatever you're going to buy anyway. You don't have to buy the strings. It'll just take you to the Amazon site and then you use that to continue shopping for what you were going to Amazon for originally. And then whenever you buy that product, whatever it is, you're helping me as an artist. You could click through to the strings that I use into Amazon and instead of buying the strings, buy produce or buy whatever you want, and it would help me out. And that's incredible. That helps me maintain this world that I'm wanting to create and that we are creating together. Another way that you can help your artist to grow and succeed is to help them gain their subscribers on their YouTube page or their YouTube channel. And that's completely free for you too. It's not something that you have to pay to do, and you don't have to pay the artist. You can share your favorite YouTuber's channel or an artist that you believe in, help grow their subscriptions so that more businesses look to that channel and want to work with them. And in turn, that artist then is able to create a better world for their supporters and for their fans. And it's not just in sponsorship deals. I know there's a big stigma against sponsored content on YouTube. People feel that it's a biased thing because that person's getting paid, so then they're just going to feed you a bunch of crap. And that's not something that I'm interested in doing. Just to clarify that, I'm not going to ever take on a product that I don't believe in if a sponsor ever shows up, which I haven't done any sponsored content. I'm not going to do a sponsored video and bring the people who support me a bunch of crap. If I bring a sponsored video to you guys, it is because I genuinely believe in what I'm saying to you. But aside from that, like I said, not only sponsored content, but if you help grow the subscribers of a YouTube channel, it unlocks more opportunities for that channel and for that creator to do new things. More subscribers yields more content opportunities. If you have a musician or an artist who's on YouTube that you really enjoy and you want to see them grow, and you help to share their channel and you help to bring subscribers to their channel, then they are more able to be found by a business or by a company that wants to work with them on a mutually beneficial stance. So for example, if there's a musician that you believe in, you help grow their subscribers, well then a recording studio could see that and say, hey, do you want to work together? You can come record in our studio, do videos of the studio. It's not a sponsored deal, it's a mutually beneficial deal. The musician gets to go to the studio, gets to show this awesome content to their subscribers, to their viewers, get to show you around, show you how it works inside a major studio, do interviews with the engineers and the producers, and show you behind the scenes footage of recording in that studio, and go through and show you the gear that they're using and why this works this way and why that works this way. And all this content is going to the fan base, to the subscribers. And it is a result of people helping to promote that channel, helping to grow that channel. And it doesn't cost the subscribers anything. It's your way of giving the creator and the YouTuber the opportunity to bring you better content for free, and it's something that grows the more the channel grows. I mean, look at what's inside. Do you think they'd be able to bring you the content that they do if they didn't have a large amount of subscribers? Look at any YouTuber with higher subscriber counts. They get to bring you better content. PewDiePie, if he had 1,000 subscribers, he wouldn't have an app. Casey Neistat, he wouldn't be doing all these speeches to help creators out and speaking on panels at conventions if he had small number of subscribers. But it's the people that helped him grow, that got him to where he's at, so that now he is better able to bring his fan base more quality content and more value. I want to end by saying a quote that I read whenever I was going through Facebook one day. There was a band that put a post up about how the music industry has changed and artists are getting paid significantly less, and it's extremely hard to maintain a career in the music industry. And somebody commented on there, and mind you, they were serious when they said this. I thought it was a joke at first, and then I found out that they were actually serious. And they said, entertainers shouldn't get paid. They should do it for free. It is their job to entertain us. That's what they are there for. There are people in this world who actually believe that. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And let me know if there are any ideas that you have for ways that people can help YouTubers, musicians, and creators grow that are beyond you just having to buy an album or buy a t-shirt. Things for free that people can do to help a brand and a channel grow. Let me know what you think down below. If you want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or add me on Snapchat, it's all at Stenosis Music. You can visit stenosismusic.net to see all the updates on there. Join the Stenosis Society, which is a social media platform aside from all the rest without the red tape. If you want to learn more about the life of a musician and learn more about me, then subscribe, like this video, and we'll see you next time.